Hey guys, T Beeves here. I've been playing a lot of Mu Legend. I don't know, like 11 hours, which is a lot for a free to play game. And I've made so many attempts to make a review. Like yesterday, I recorded all these videos and all this stuff, and I'm just gonna make a quick video here. It's because it all went to trash. Um, and I'm in a cool area of the game. This is a new area of the game I just got to. I'll zoom out here. So there are a number of different continents, which have some different dungeons and obviously themes, landscapes, all that good stuff. You have your main city hub in Ordor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But in the main city hub, obviously you have your crafters, which are also on the continents. There is like a central hub for running rifts, and as you level up through the game, you have access to more rifts, and all of them have a theme, either like gathering materials or a special kind of crafting material or items to level up your pets, things like that. I'm just gonna fight some random stuff here so you guys can see. My guy is called a Blader. He has this giant two-handed weapon. The other class or build way the Blader can go is a dual wielder, two one-handed swords, I believe. And yeah, there's this really cool dragon kind of lore in the game that I really like. Obviously, I like dragons. I'm kind of a nerd that way. But the way that they exist and what they do in this world are kind of cool. They're basically a tool of the gods to wipe out people. And so here I'm going to have the map, and you can see here I'm going to right click and I'm auto-pathing. I'm just going to run to that new questing area. Nothing is going to demount me. I haven't had that in the game yet where something would take me off my mount. However, if I left off my mount, I could go straight into combat or something, which is kind of cool. And speaking of that, I also have a mount. I don't know if anybody else like me has played Diablo 3 a bunch, and like just sometimes you kind of wish you had a mount. This game you have one, and I enjoy it. And you get one right at the start, and then at like level 10, you have an option to get another one or the starter mount again, which doesn't really make sense. But I'm not really going to complain. So you have your main gold or yellow quest line. You have blue area quest. And then there will also be these purple quests, which are kind of timed events that just relate to the small specific area you're in. And like I said, it is free to play. The character progression is really good. I feel like I'm actually getting stronger as I progress throughout the game, as opposed to just being able to one-shot everything all the time. At the start of the game, I actually felt that the mobs were kind of difficult to kill, and as I leveled up, it evened out. And when I hit level 25, you're going to get your first expert skill. This is kind of a little bit more of an element where you get to vary your class, but there was one that was obviously kind of more for my berserker two-handed dude I'm kind of trying to make. And then a very tanky skill, which was, well actually, I don't know what build that would have been for. But, or if you just needed a tanky skill, because this isn't really the tank class. But then, as you can see here, their skills, I have these gems. And as you use a skill, it does start to level up, and then you have options to add these gems. This is kind of my right click ability, which I've been doing a lot of crit with. I'm just going to add some more attack to it. So you get to vary them a little bit. There is like a whirlwind skill where I took the MP cost off so I could hopefully keep casting it a little bit more. Leaps, charges, yells, all that good classic barbarian stuff. And this little thing above me is just my guild. And so far, I don't know. I'm really enjoying this game. Just the character progression works really well. Those rifts I was kind of talking about, we'll look at here. There is a limit to how many you can run a day, which is kind of a cap. I don't know if it's a pay-through cap. Maybe it is later on when you're kind of grinding those high levels. But the regular rift, there are entrances on every continent. There's like 4 in each area, so it's really accessible. And you can run that 5 times a day. And then these are the ones on the main continent. I was or the main central hub. This garden, this gem mine, like I said, they have different themes. The labyrinth, I think, is a really high level. It looks like you can run those infinite amount of times, which is good. I think. I don't know. And then some of these other dungeons, I think they're like per the continents. And you can see my soul level and then my level here. It is very Diablo 3-esque, Paragon-y. They have a soul box, is what they call it, for your soul. I still don't know if those are account-wide or just per character. I've only played the one character so far. But I'm kind of going to in my attack and crit. And at some point, I thought I was taking a lot of damage, and I threw some in my health randomly. But I believe that you can reset those somehow. And I don't know. I'm just really enjoying this game. The combat's very fast-paced, easily to get a grasp of. And it being free to play, I haven't had a single issue. It does have the problem of giving you all these free items all the time. Like every 10 levels you get this box with all this epic loot, and then everything else in the game is kind of worthless because nothing's going to be as good as the loot you get in that box. And I feel that's to, obviously make you feel powerful and let the game go a little easier. But I prefer to experience the game for what it was or what it is. Especially at the start of the game, you get these epic wings, and I don't know, there's a huge boost to the character level, and I never opened them because I wanted to get a sense of my actual character as opposed to just one-shotting everything. And then about every 10 levels you get some more experience potions, which, I don't know, help you progress your character, which is good. I haven't been using them a ton, and I think I might be a level under where I'm supposed to be right now, which, whatever, it's fine. Lots of crafting materials. It is very Diablo 3-esque. You never want to sell any of your equipment, just disenchant all of it. And you can use it to upgrade items, add sockets and things. But so far, you do find equipment regularly enough where I feel like enchanting it at this point while leveling up might be a waste of mats. But I don't really know. Something here that's like legendary, I don't know. I'll probably be using that a long time. So throwing some extra levels on it would be good. Like this one's +7. These are one of those items I got in level 40 box, I believe. So they've already been enhanced or upgraded 7 levels. So they're probably going to be the best item I'm going to find and use for a long time. You can also find these scrolls. They're just random chance drops. And if I use this scroll with, say, let's use it with my pants. It doesn't have any imprinted abilities. It's just a basic enchantment. So now my Zen dropped by almost 2%, which is kind of dumb. So I might redo that one. And I think you can only have the one basic imprint at a time. A recovery, that's better than that Zen. The gold in this game, depending on what kind of rifts and things you've run, you can find these chests. I wish I had one. But you can open it up, just get a random item, and then, depending on how rare it is, you can use Zen just to open the chest again, which is kind of cool. And then some of them are like these epic high quality chests that you use like the in-game currency to reroll. Which it is what it is. I mean, you can pay to reroll a chest and open it. That's cool. I'm fine with that kind of element. As for equipment, they add in wings. I don't know why, but I guess they they can start to look pretty epic later on. I'm wearing mine, but I always have this turned off because this floating around nonsense is a little silly. I'd rather just be running around. And then there's costumes and costume wings to, everybody wants to look cool. You can also enchant your equipment to make it look like different equipment items. I haven't quite figured out exactly how that works. That time dude just kind of went away. I was just about to start that. But as in almost every other free-to-play game I've ever played, you get a daily login bonus. So, like I said, I've logged in almost 7 days in a row just because I'm really enjoying it. And I've been rambling forever. I hope that gives you a small sense of the game. I should have been fighting stuff instead of just standing in town. But I'm finding a lot of the abilities do a lot more area damage than they kind of let on. Like this E, this Rampage, just punches enemies in front of you in a huge straight line, but it also hits enemies to the sides and behind you. It's almost like if you had a big exaggerated cross. And that one thing I do wish is I could see the area that's going to affect, but it is what it is. You can figure it out pretty quickly by getting surrounded by guys and using an ability. My T here is my level 25 ability, my epic ability, or whatever they call it. Let's see if I can get a group of enemies here, just to show you. So it's just this huge cone yell, does insane amounts of damage, and I love it. And it's got about a 30-second cooldown, so you can pop it pretty regularly. If you have any questions about the game or anything, feel free to post it in the comments. I'll try to keep an eye on it just because I'm absolutely loving this game. The mobs, the character design. One small flaw is everybody of similar level looks pretty similar. You're going to be wearing the same equipment unless you do have a costume or something. But the crafting, the disenchanting, enchanting, all of the elements in this game work very, very well, very simply. They're not as convoluted as some free-to-play games can be, where like you just have no idea what the shit to do. But yeah, so I really hope you guys check it out, and thanks for watching.